You are already the seed of awakening. Then what has to be done? All the barriers have to be removed. When ego is dropped, the barrier is dropped, the curtain is no more there. Nothing has to come. Nothing is to come. Whatsoever is to come is already there. Remember that nothing is going to come to you. Whatsoever is possible is already there, actual. So the question is not of achieving anything, instead, the question is of discovering. The treasure is there, it is hidden because of ego and other reasons. The only thing is that you have to uncover that. When you are realized, when Buddha became realized, attained, awakened, he was asked so many times, what have you gained? What have you achieved by all this? Buddha is reported to have said, I have achieved nothing. Rather, on the contrary, I have lost myself. What is this myself? Is ego. And all the barriers, the invisible barriers. You remember I had mentioned once, Mullah Nasruddin said that when he died, he want to create a mausoleum around his grave, but he doesn't want to have any walls. However, there has to be a gate and put a lock on the gate and throw this key of the gate into the grave with him so that no one can enter. Mausoleum is there. There is no roof, no walls, only gate. So we have created invisible walls around us. And that which I have achieved, Buddha said, was already there. So I cannot say that I achieved it or anything. I was unaware of what has happened to me. And now I became aware, but I cannot say that I have achieved it. Rather, on the contrary, I wonder how this was possible that I remained for such a long period unaware. Sometimes it happens you are looking for something all about, and you are not aware that you already have that. And when suddenly one day you find it, you say, I didn't know that I already had this. You had it, you misplaced it, and it was hidden from your visibility, and you were searching all about. And then all of a sudden, you found it, you discovered, because you did not know the clue. Sometimes it happens you forget the phone number of a person and you did not know, did not remember under what category or what caption have you saved this name, this phone number on your smartphone. So you are looking and all, then all of a sudden one day you are looking for something else and you found this. Oh, look, this number I was looking for so long, and now that I have found it, I already had it. But you did not know under what category have you saved it. Same thing happens on our laptops. A letter or information that you have typed it and you save it. So you have to save it in the right folder or right way so that you can discover it in the right way. And sometimes on the computer, the problem arises because of the capital and common letters. You save it under capital letters or the capital and common, and you are looking for it and you cannot find it. Divinity is not a future, divinity is the present. It is here and now. This very moment you are that. Unaware, not looking in the right direction, not have the right clue to find where it is, just as I gave you the reference of the phone number that you have saved or the information that you have saved on your laptop, and you are looking for it. When you are not you have forgotten how have you saved it, under what caption. So divinity is not the future, it is the present, it is right here and now. The very moment you are that unaware and you are not looking in the right direction or not tuned to that at all. Suppose you have a radio. The waves are passing right now through the radio. Right? And if the radio is not tuned to a particular wavelength, that wave will not manifest. And the programs which are being broadcast or telecast on that wavelength will not be available. You tune the radio set or the television set and the wave becomes manifest. A tuning is needed. Meditation is the process of tuning yourself to the correct wavelength, correct frequency. Wavelength is the way to measure the frequency. When you are tuned, that which is unmanifest becomes manifest. So, a spiritual process is tuning yourself to the correct wavelength or looking into the correct direction, and that is meditation. And remember, do not desire, because desire will not allow you to remain empty. And if you are not empty, nothing is possible, because the space is not there. If the new comes in or manifests, where will you find it? You have many things in your house. You are reorganizing your living room. You have to find a space for this particular painting or design on the wall in the right place where it enhances the beauty of the living room rather than bringing down the beauty and the visibility of the place. So you have to have emptiness. In the same way, in the inner world, you have to create the emptiness first, discover the emptiness first, uncover the emptiness, and then you start arranging. So that whenever something manifests from deep within you, you can arrange it. And if you are not empty, nothing is possible because the space is not there. So your own unmanifest nature cannot be revealed. It needs a space to be revealed. Your qualities, inherent qualities, will manifest only when they are revealed from within you. For that, there need to be space. And do not ask how to live with emptiness. That is not the real question. Just be empty, but you are not yet empty. And once you know what emptiness is, you will love it. It is ecstatic. It is the most beautiful experience possible to the mind, to man, to consciousness. You will not ask how to live with emptiness. You are asking that as if emptiness is something like misery, how to live with emptiness. You are asking you need a space on your laptop. That is why it is called RAM, readily available RAM, readily available memory. That helps you to process your work, and based on the RAM of the laptop or the computer, the pace of the speed of the computer is determined. If the RAM is there and there are not so many unnecessary things saved, then the processing becomes faster. But slowly and slowly, we go on creating the things and not cleaning. We're putting more and more things in our cupboard, in our laptop, and we do not clean it. So in that situation, it happens, the computer becomes slower. Your process of finding the right item in your cupboard or pantry or anywhere becomes difficult for you when you need the most. So the more space that you have, what is the space on your laptop or phone? So that is why you choose something which has a higher memory. Memory is the computer term to use for space or emptiness. As far as human beings are concerned, we do not call it as memory. We call it emptiness or inner space. The more space you have more opportunity to work, to process the data or information that comes to you in the process of working. So emptiness is your innermost center or your memory or your space on the desktop. If your desktop or office desk is full of things, you do not have and you want to write a check or write something, there is no space for you to do that. So first you have to create a space and then do it. So you arrange your facilities in such a way that there is enough working space. The RAM is good. And at the same time, although the RAM may be good with each laptop that it comes in, but you fill it with unnecessary data. So the emptiness is slowly and slowly gone. Then you need to clean your laptop. Clean the extra files, duplicate files. In the same way, emptiness is your innermost center. All the activities take place on the periphery. On a RAM, every activity is taking place. This is periphery. And then whatever you want to save, you save it at different places, desktop, documents, or elsewhere, or photos. Different categories computer provides for you. Human mind is like a computer. It is a processor. It processes all the information that comes to you, and then it arranges to save it in the right. So there, consciousness is needed. Which part you have to save this particular thing or not. All that is manifest is on the periphery. The deepest core of your being is the unmanifest vacuum, unmanifest emptiness. Buddha is given the name of Shunyata, emptiness. It means nothingness or emptiness. That is your real nature, emptiness. That is your being. And out of that nothingness, everything evolves. It is said, in the beginning there was nothing, and out of nothingness something evolved. The entire creation came into existence. In the beginning there was Word. Word was with God, and the Word was God. And out of that the entire existence, the sentient and insentient, came into existence. That is your nature, this godliness, which is nothing else but synonym for emptiness, inner space, and everything goes back at the end of the creation. Everything evolves from the same source. Where is the black hole and where is the white hole? It is part of the space. There are certain points from where the things evolve and where things dissolve. There is two outlets. One is entrance, the other is exit. You enter from entrance and you exit from the other source, which is marked as exit. Both are part of one reality. You have a business place, you have an office. There is one entrance marked with the word entrance, the other is marked with the word exit. So emptiness is the source of everything. Do not ask how to fill it, because whenever you ask to fill it, you are creating more and more ego, because you are going to fill it. And who are you? The ego sense. Ego is the effort to fill the emptiness, and even this desire that now something must descend upon you, a God, a divinity, a divine center, or some unknown energy. This is again a thought. Whatsoever you can think about God is not God. Lao Tzu says, that which is cannot be put into the words. That which is existential cannot be put into the words. The word water cannot quench your thirst. The word food does not satiate you. If you ask me, can I get a glass of water? I can write on a piece of paper a glass of water and give it to you. Will that satiate your thirst? Quench your thirst? No. You need existential. He said, Tao is that which cannot be expressed in the words. When it interacts and manifests, 1,001 things emerge out of that. That is the very definition of Tao. Emptiness is the source. Do not ask to fill it. If you ask to fill it, ego comes in, and even this desire that now something must descend upon you, a God, a divine center, a divinity, a power, or unknown energy, this is again a thought. Whatsoever you can think about God is not going to be God. It is simply going to be a thought. When you say unknown, you have made it known. When you say unknown, what do you know about the unknown? Do you know anything about unknown? Even to say that it is unknown, you have now added certain qualities about it. The quality of it being unknown. So Lao Tse categorically says, do not attach any meaning to it. The moment you say that you have known this is unknown, you have attached certain quality that it is not yet known, the quality of its being unknown. The mind cannot conceive, the mind is so infinitesimal that it cannot conceive of unknown and unknowable. Even the unknown becomes known in the realm of the mind. And whatsoever the mind says is going to be simply a verbalization. The mind says, I don't know. You have defined it. Defined it, given it a quality that I don't know. It is unknown. It is a thought process. God is not the word God. Water is not the word water. The thought of God is not thought. The thought of food, the thought of water is not that which you want existentially. And when there is no thought, you just go and take a water and you quench your thirst. Only then you come to feel and realize what it is. No thought of water can quench your thirst. You have to come, take a cup of water, take a bottle of water, allow it to go into you, your thirst is quenched. Nothing else can be said about it. It can only be indicated. And all indications are erroneous because they are all indirect. This much alone can be said, that when you are not, and you are not only when there is no desire. You are desire. When the moment desire is not there, ego is not there, and you are there. Because you exist with desire. Desire is the food through which your existence is possible. Desire is the fuel. When there is no desire, there is no longing, no future, then you say, what is there to live for? I have heard there was an incident with Maulana Abdul Ghani Khan, who was the uncle master of Lalaji. He was the fellow disciple of Maulana Fazl Ahmad Khan. One day a person, a rich Muslim, came to him and he said he is afraid of death and things like that. So this, in conversation with him, and he was staying with Maulana, so he said, what is the problem? He said, the problem is this: I have bought this Persian carpet, paid so much of money, and I know after my children they will not take care of it. So he started counting all his valuables and how precious they were, and he preserved throughout his life. And now that he is aging, and his worry is the children will not take care of it. So he came to Maulana Abdul Ghani how to die peacefully. So what did Maulana said? Okay, the person counted all the things. So his children, he called him and he told, X, you take this Persian carpet. You take that tea set. You take that, and the person is upset. Maulana, what are you doing this? He said, you asked me how to live peacefully, desirelessly. So I am doing it, and I made you do the promise that you will not interfere in whatever I am doing. So Maulana, what are you doing this? I cannot live with this. Without this, I cannot live without this carpet. I cannot live without this Rolls Royce. This is the newest model. This is this, this is that. He gave away everything to this one. You take that, and the children were happy because the father was not giving them anything. He wanted to hold on close to his chest. After that, sad he was sitting, Maulana asked, Hazrat, how are you feeling? He said, what to live for? There is no need for me to live now. What am I going to live for? I was living for this Persian carpet. I was living for this Rolls Royce. I was living for this. Now when these things are not there, how can I live now? Thereafter, Maulana Abdul Ghani blessed him, and he lived for a long time, a completely detached life directed towards God. So this is what happens. First be empty. So it is, you can have these things. You can have a Mercedes Benz. You can have a Persian carpet. You can have expensive outfit. But it should not be part of your mind. You are using it when you go to a hotel. You are staying in the best of the facilities, the luxury, comfort. But you are here only for a certain period of time for which you have paid. You have earned something, you paid the price of it. So in life, what is the price that you pay for? Your actions, your consciousness, your understanding. You pay for it. And with that, you enjoy the fruits of existence. Ishopanishad says, Isha vasyamidam sarvam yat kinch jagatyam jagat ten tyakten bhunjitha ma gradha kashyasuvidanam. Isha vasyamidam. Isha refers to that which is godliness, God. Consciousness pervades all around. If you live with that, you can enjoy the fruits of the existence, whatsoever is available in the existence. There is bliss, there is harmony. Everything is available there. You can live with that. You can enjoy the fruits of all that. You can enjoy the fruits of existence, the blissfulness, the consciousness, the understanding, everything that is available around you. So do not ask how to live with emptiness. First be empty, then there is no question. You have accumulated so many unnecessary things around your living room, for instance. Then you want to know how to rest. You have no space to lay your feet and take a comfortable sleep. So emptiness means removing of unnecessary, unwanted things that are there. There is no need to ask how to live with it. It is blissful. The deepest bliss is emptiness. When you ask how to live with emptiness, you are really asking how to live with oneness. Emptiness is synonym with oneself, with you that you are. But you have not known yourself. Enter more and more into it. The moment you know yourself, you know that you are nothing else but emptiness. And emptiness is nothing else but blissfulness. Then you will learn to live with it. This talk will continue. Another dimension of it. How do you feel a sort of emptiness when you feel this emptiness within? What is the dimension of it? In meditation, sometimes you feel emptiness, and when it continues, you understand the very nature of emptiness. So enough for now. Until tomorrow, take care.